Hi, I wanted to make this video as something that you could refer back to. I've realised over the last few months that there are loads of features that Microsoft and Google give which will really help you either reading your documents, typing things in, speaking, if you want help with listening, if you want help typing things in, and if you find it hard to focus. So this presentation, I hope will be no more than 5 minutes. We'll break into all of those areas. So first of all, if you want to make it easier for reading, in the very first instance or while you're working on the document, remember you have the opportunity to change the background in the document. So let me just go into Word very briefly. You have a Word document, so remember you can go into Design, and then you have Page Colour. So if you find the colour white is too sparse, that's a good option for you as a very first step. A lot of students find it really hard to focus for periods of time. You may have been diagnosed with ADHD, something like that, or you might just need support with your study. Very first of all, no way around it, switch off YouTube. I know you think you can work at the same time, but if you're working and learning new things, you really can't. And to help you and stop you your distraction and to really encourage you, switch off autoplay on YouTube. If you listen to one video, it stops then. Otherwise, you know what happens. You keep listening. Write a list of 5 things you need to do today and mark them off when you've done them. And a lot of students forget that research is a job in itself. They think that they can open the assignment and start writing. You need to research first. Take notes from that, even if they're very brief notes. Another thing I wanted to show you was that in Word there is a thing called read mode. So I'm going to open Word again for you. Here's the document I have open. And if I go into View, I have read mode. And what this does is it gets rid of all the extra distraction, all the bars that you have normally. And that's available in Word Online as well. You find it difficult to read the text, we all do. I cannot be bothered to read everything all the time. Sometimes I like things read out to me. So another nice option is in Word Online. Okay, here is Word Online. I've gone into Microsoft Office. I've gone into Word. And I'm going to find a little bit of text to put in there. I was looking at train tickets a minute ago. Okay, so I would like that read out to me so I can just concentrate on writing my notes. All I have to do is go to View, Immersive Reader, and here we go.
A card with following prices apply. A travel card or pay-as-you-go cap does not exist for your zone combination. We have shown the best options for your journey.
Okay, you can hear that, it's not bad. Also, I've included I've now got an extension called Read Aloud on Chrome, and if I highlight some text and choose that,
caps on travel card prices. Please note, if you have a rail card or gold card discount on your Oyster card, the following prices apply.
Okay, that's not bad. So that's called read aloud. So that may help you. Also, on your phone, I have two really useful apps. I have Google Lens. When I put my camera on something, if there's text, it will work out what the text is, and I can cut that and paste it, or it will read it out for me. It will also take you to a website. If the website is included, it can read QR codes, and if you have an image, it will make a good attempt at guessing what the image is. Another one I have is Claro Scan Pen. Sorry, that's Claro Scan Pen. Really excellent. It's free from the people who do Claro Read. I just take a picture of some writing, so I hold it above my writing, piece of writing. I take a picture, I highlight over the writing I want to read, and it will read it out for me. Those are all fantastic, and I use this a lot. So the next thing, another thing I use an awful lot, particularly when I have a lot that I want to write and I want to really focus carefully on what I'm doing, is dictate. I've only got Word up at the moment, so I'm only going to show you it's in Word, but you'll find when you go online, Word Online, and this works in Teams as well, this appears in Teams as well, you can use dictate. So what it does, it's not bad, I can't promise it will be perfect. Here we go. Here is some writing that I need to type. Here is some writing, comma. This saves me from having to type all of the writing in, full stop, new paragraph. You can see that it usually hears what I'm saying and types in well, comma, saving me a lot of effort, full stop. It really gives me much more time to think about the words that I'm saying, because my typing often goes wrong. Full stop. Okay, there you go. You can see how easy that is. It works really well, and Google do the same. Other things I've seen this summer holiday that are really useful. Remember that when you watch a video in YouTube, very often it offers you closed captions, so it will let you see the captions as you're listening to it. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. And in Teams, you can ask your lecturer to switch on closed captions during a meeting. We don't always remember to do it, but again, the technology is really very good now. So hopefully that's a help. And then finally, a couple of things I've recently heard. If the language you're learning in isn't the same language you're being taught in, here are a few options. Remember now that Google Translate on your phone includes instant live translation. So I can say something in one language and it instantly translates it into a different language. Also, I've heard recently that in Skype it is possible to tell the program the languages that different listeners would prefer to hear in, and that again, as I speak in English, for example, it translates it and the listeners hear it in the language they have asked for. Don't know how good it is, but that sounds really useful. I've just come on to 9.5 minutes. That's twice as long as I meant to be, but I hope that those things are going to be helpful to you, and I hope that you use those. I really use those. They don't have to be disability support. They are support that I use all the time when I'm trying to do my study and prepare things. I hope you find it useful.